All right, this is gonna be the same connect, so we're basically the drill where we kind of bring one knee to the same elbow. So I'm down in this hook lying position, so about 45 degrees of bend. You're gonna make sure whatever leg is staying on the ground, you can feel the foot, and then we're gonna go opposite knee, comes up with a block or a book, something like that. Same side elbow connects to that, so you're kind of in this position, and then we're just gonna focus on keeping that foot, the opposite foot down, hanging out, and breathing and getting the abs nice and small. So I'll go really easy inhale, and then as long of an exhale as you can, so you feel your ribs come down and you start to feel those side abs on the side that's connected. Just like that. Big thing to think about, opposite leg stays down in the ground where you can feel your foot. You might feel a little bit of the hamstring going, and that'd be awesome. And the side that's connected, you start to feel some abs on that side with those long exhales. You shouldn't see the ribs flared up like this. Your low back shouldn't be crazy arched. Because of those long exhales, that's gonna bring everything down and kind of make us closer to a straight line, and you'll feel the abs. All right, this is gonna be the step back with a reach. We're using a wedge to elevate the heel. If you don't have something to do that, that's okay. You should still feel kind of the length through the inner hamstring and maybe through the lateral shin. Without the wedge, it'll just help get a little bit better positioning, and it'll help you get your heel down as well. So I'm gonna come up on the wedge. Whatever foot I'm working on will be on it. I feel heavy in my heel in this position, especially because of the wedge. My knee's soft at the start. I'm gonna step back with the opposite leg. That's gonna work on extending the knee, and I'm just gonna reach down towards that foot. I'll feel it a little bit through my hamstring, maybe a little bit through this outside of the shin. And then a big thing for you is to see the arch kind of come up. And I know that'll be hard for you to see, but I think you'll feel it as well, that the arch will just kind of rise off the floor. But you did a really good job of not losing any contacts at the foot. So the whole foot's down on the ground still, the arch just kind of comes up. And then rinse and repeat. Step back, knee locks out, and I come down. You don't have to hyperextend it by any means, just think the knee stays behind the ankle, reach, come back. Right. This is the ankle rocker. I like putting a towel or a sock under the arch a little bit just to give it a sense. It'll kind of push it up into the arch so that area of the foot feels the ground per se, but if you can't pull that off, that's no big deal. Knee's gonna start behind the foot like this, again, similar to what the step back was. I feel my heel heavy in this position and the outside of my foot, and then I'm gonna work on slowly controlling the knee coming forward, and that's gonna slowly start putting me more into this base of the big toe and kind of inner foot. But again, I'm not losing my heel and I'm not losing the outer edge of my foot. If you do, we've just kind of gone too far for the range of motion we have available, and I want you to come back. And then the added part is you're gonna turn your hips just a little bit away. As you come back, you'll turn your hips back to the front. Knee comes back, I feel my heel and my lateral foot. Knee pushes forward, I stay back, hips turn. I find weight in the base of my big toe. The arch flattens a little bit. I'll feel a little bit of my lateral hip, come back. Big thing, just make sure the knee is actually bending. I'm not just pushing everything forward. I'm staying back, I'm pushing my knee forward, and I'm turning. And then that's gonna change where you feel the weight in your foot. The whole foot's staying down though, you're just biasing positions. All right, and then this is gonna be the last drill that Dr. Skilgen actually came out and worked on you with. I'm gonna kind of put it down so you can see my foot. So if I bring my foot out, I'm just gonna try to move my toes or hold my toes in the opposite way that I end up moving the ankle. So if I keep my toes up like this, you'll feel a little bit at the top of the foot. You're gonna try to press down. You should feel a little bit of calf in this, in that movement. And then I'm gonna try to do the opposite. So I'm gonna curl my toes down. That's gonna feel a little bit more of the arch. And I'm gonna try to lift up, and that's gonna bring it into the shin. And you just rinse and repeat those motions. If you're struggling to get the kind of disassociation with the toes doing one thing and the ankle doing the other, use your hand to just keep the toes in the position you're wanting.